Yeah, BRUCEDROPEMOFF is back, and it's in a kids takeover interview with Protect. BRUCEDROPEMOFF and BallHog interview. Hiatus, return to streaming, Lucky, God, Protect, and what else? New music? Let's see what this is talking about. Who's this on the right? As y'all can see, Ricky, Protect, Bruce. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since we seen Bruce, y'all. This is literally our first time seeing him. He took like a social media hiatus. Then he stopped posting on YouTube, and then, you know, he just been quiet. But he has been working behind the scenes in the underground. As you can see, Protect's been going crazy. So with that being said, let's see what's going on. Shout out KTO.
I obviously have to ask Bruce, you know, like, what has this, like, hiatus been for the past, like, time, you know? Like, obviously, if I didn't ask that, that would be kind of insane, so.
This hiatus, bro, has been...
Nigga edged us.
Yo, what's up, guys? Just want to say that this video is powered by DistroKid. Let's get it.
If you remember it.
L Snipe.
Yo, how's it going, guys?
Oh, well, how are you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. It's a nice day. Yo, it's so funny because, Bruce, the first time we ever spoke, I don't know if you remember it.
Not really.
Okay, so I'll tell you. So
I know this is long overdue, though.
Yeah, this is super. We've been talking for like a long time. But I did like an interview with Lucky, and then I think this is when you were like reacting a lot to like Lucky things, right? I guess when I was editing it in Premiere or something, there was like something that fucked up in the edit. So like you reacted to it, and yeah, I'll just play it.
You're not supposed to have it, so don't feel bad.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, this is my Duke's crib. I remember that.
And then when you disliked the video, bro. But that's valid. I get it though, because that fucked up your whole experience. You know?
Yeah, I was trolling though, but you did irritate me. That shit was crazy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Good. But no, that's fine. That's the first time we ever spoke, and now we're finally here. And you know, there's a lot obviously to ask you guys. But I think the first thing, let's just like get this clear, bro. Like, are you guys related?
The world may never know.
These niggas are related, chat. I'm dead ass. I don't know what it is when people like are in a certain industry and don't want to tell niggas they're related. Niggas is related. Every time you think niggas is not related, niggas is related, bro.
Real?
I don't know the answer to that one, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's nobody business.
Like, it's not. Is it?
Nobody business.
I just think you guys are like identical twins, bro. And if you were not related, like that's insane. There's no way.
Hey.
That's racist, gang. If they're not related, that's racist.
Talent in streaming, talent in rapping, right?
Yeah.
It runs in the fam.
For real. Okay.
And we all got big noses, so.
Fair, yeah. Someone did say in the comments of one of the videos, like, nah, their noses are the exact same.
You reading that shit all the time.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I obviously want to ask, like, whether you guys are related or not. I'm going to assume yes. Like, when was the first time you guys, like, actually met? Because I know you're from Georgia, you're from Buffalo,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
What year would you say?
2021.
Really?
2021.
Yeah, 2021 going into 2022.
But we really knew of each other before that, though.
Yeah.
We was chilling in Discord playing 2K all the time. Like in 2020, I feel like going into 2021 COVID era. Ever since then, been locked in for real.
Yeah, friends before anything.
I feel like after we linked in person, played basketball, met everybody, like the whole collective and everything, like that's when it just really started to come to fruition. Everybody had their own talents and what they wanted to do, and everybody was pretty much set on what they wanted to strive for in their life.
Would you guys say, like, if you could, like, both think of, like, your best memory together, do you think right now it would be the same thing? Like, if you both thought of it right now?
I got mine.
Dude.
My shit.
How about you guys say it at the same time, you know?
You got yours.
I got mine.
Okay, on 0. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 0.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
I was guessing.
Miami for sure.
Where it all started, for real.
Yeah. I said ball summer, man.
Right? You heard too, right? Man, I want me to explain it.
Hell yeah, you go, bro.
Because I'm more so orchestra. Like, this is where my brain.
Come on, you gotta explain that shit.
You feel me? So, going through like a hate wave or whatever the case may be, it's like, okay, what is something positive? You know, I got these positive group of people around me that are striving for something, and I'm big in my field to the point where I could plant seeds for my friends and family and watch them grow as well, you know. So he had sent me this song, and this is before I even knew like of his music or anything. Mind you, me and this nigga, we just playing 2K. We playing in the rec. You feel me? Yelling at each other, smoking in Discord and shit like that. So when I heard his music, All on Me, it was like I'm riding in a black wing late night on some, feel me?
Why you
like,
flexing
just
on
going
us?
through it in my head.
Why you
Then he
flexing
sent
on
me
us?
this song, I'm like, BallHog Summer. I'm like, oh, I got a ring to it. It's summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's turned the negativity into something positive. And we decided to all go to Miami. And that's where BallHog Summer came about. Shot the video to that. Everybody was included. Then I was also made my move back to Twitch.
I remember reacting to this chat. That was crazy times, man.
Twitch coming from Kick, so it was like that was a big moment for me too. And everybody was just there. It was a fun time, like just the most memorable time, honestly.
Yeah. And I didn't even like the song. I hated BallHog Summer. Like,
For real?
I
At first you did?
That shit. I hated that song, bro.
Why?
Bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just like had doubts, bro. And he was like, nah, bro. That shit hard. Like, we gotta shoot to it. Like, he pressed the
nigga's
issue.
shirt
Like,
look
no, bro.
crazy.
Like, this is the song we doing. I'm like, let's do it, bro. History was made, bro.
What do you think was so special about that song that you knew you had to do the video to?
The lyrics.
Yeah.
I feel like the lyrics really spoke to me at that time. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, you tripping. Like, this shit trim. Like, niggas dick riding because they mad. That's facts.
Nah, that shit still facts to this day. So,
Still
like,
facts to this day. So, like,
Yeah.
when the lyrics hit my ears, I'm like, this shit got a ring to it. You feel me? Like, it literally got a ring to it. He was like, bro, I got way more harder songs than this. I'm like, bro, I know, but this is what's gonna get the ball rolling. And enough said, it did.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, if people watch your documentary, Bruce, I feel like only then would they know that, you know, before all the success, you were, like, doing this for a long time. You know, you had some, like, years of struggle, for sure. And I think 13 is when you started content, right? Tell me about what you kind of had to, like, sacrifice back then, you know?
I feel like most of the things I had to sacrifice that I put to the side, really.
Yo, do y'all think growing up on the internet is a bad thing? Specifically, like, making content and being involved in the internet. Do y'all think that's a bad thing? Because he's saying he was streaming at 13. So, Bruce is literally, like, he's a child of the internet. He grew up on the internet, like, embedded in that shit for real. Like, streaming at 13 and then still streaming at 22, streaming for 10 years straight, you know, being on Twitter, being on YouTube, being on Instagram. Like, I feel like that just, like, not, like, takes a toll on your mental, but it definitely has an effect on it, regardless if it's negative or positive.
Realistically.
Regardless.
Prom, you know, things that
Yes or no?
that parents look forward to you doing while you're in school. Like, instead, I'm just in a whole different room on the floor on the laptop. You feel me? Streaming, yelling at people, playing 2K, roasting people all day. So it's just like sacrifice even feeling the need to go to college, signing up for college or anything like that. You know, I full on took the risk. So I feel like that was the biggest sacrifice because I really put all my eggs in one basket. So, but came to fruition.
So you really didn't go to prom?
Nope.
What were you doing that exact, like, you were streaming that day?
Yup.
That's insane. I mean, I also saw something about how, you know, obviously, like, financially later in your life you did a lot better, but there was a point where you kind of had to, like, skip out on eating certain things that you wanted to, you know, like Chick-fil-A and things like that, you know? Tell me about that.
It was nothing but noodle sandwich. Well, not even, I wouldn't say noodle sandwiches, ramen noodles and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, bro.
Ooh.
Like, it wasn't bad. That's good eats right there. That's really not bad eats, but it was a point in time where I was really just spending my money on clothes and anything that I got. So fashion part played a part too.
Why'd you spend it on clothes so early on? Do you feel like that it was because, like, that was helping the streaming shit too?
Nah, that was just my passion.
Yeah.
Like, I had to feel like
I
was
did close
always
to help
putting
some
shit on,
streaming
so
shit.
it came to clothes, and then it came to, all right, am I going to get this PC or am I going to get the Supreme box logo? You feel me? And I got the Supreme box logo. So, yeah.
I feel you. Well, I don't want to turn this into, like, a finance podcast, but, like, what was, like, your first, like, financial independent moment where you're like, yo, fuck all the struggling, bro, like, I kind of made it?
When I was able to pay my mom bills, I feel like, then when I started paying my own bills, I'm like, hold on, this life shit real. And bills don't stop. So
Yeah.
when I was able to help her financially and, like, you know, get my dad money and stuff like that too. It just helped everybody around me. Like, I never knew that I was gonna be the chosen one to be able to help everyone around me. So when that started to be shown, I'm just like, wow, it's a blessing. You know?
Protect, what about you? Because I'm gonna be honest, I only found out about you like a little
Good
over a
fucking
year
guy,
ago.
man.
And if you
Good
go on
guy,
your
good guy.
Spotify, like it only shows music from 2024 onwards. But you know, you had another name, you're making music. How long have you been like grinding at this?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Since I was like 14. Yeah, so it's been a minute. If you look through my SoundCloud, like I always had songs that like did good, but like that was it. It didn't lead to nothing. So like it was just a struggle trying to figure out like how to like, you know what I'm saying, stay, you know, not just make a song and actually do good and then that's it. Like how do I make my name stay, you know? So that was probably like a big struggle for like the first like, I'll go lie 5-6 years of rapping.
Him saying that makes me ask the question. He said Bruce dropped him off for dress. Him saying that makes me want to know the question of if Bruce didn't help him or help him boost himself in terms of the whole BallHog collective and whatever they had going on as a group, where would Protect be? Because people in the underground knew who Protect was before the Bruce cosign, and then more people just found out about Protect because of the Bruce cosign. But if the cosign never happened, I wonder where he would be in 2025. Like I feel like that's an interesting like butterfly effect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people would like quit after like 5-6 years too, like no one caring, you know?
I just loved it too much. Like, even if I wanted to quit, like, I found myself rapping the next day. So it was like, if you love this shit, bro, you're not gonna quit.
True, and it's some shit that you would probably do for free, even if it didn't.
I was
work out.
doing it. That's what I'm saying. I was doing it for free. So it was like, money wasn't even the goal for real, for real. It was just keep rapping, you know?
What was the first thing that worked, you think?
First thing that worked, I think All On Me was like, even before like BallHog, so I'm like, when I made All On Me, like, I remember listening to it, like, there's just no way, like, people don't hear this and like, you know, fuck with it. I really felt like I put my all into that shit. That's why I said All On Me, like, I put my all into that, you know? So that was like the first time in my like whole career where I was like, nah, this shit gonna work, you know? So.
That's real.
Yeah, man.
That's real.
I want you guys to walk me through like that one day that you decided to form a collective. Like, but what was the one day where like you guys actually started it? You hit everyone up. We're gonna do this.
He already had the collective behind his name. And I'm just like, it felt like I was the missing piece to push it. You know what I'm saying? So like he already had his boys behind him who was supporting him from Buffalo. And I'm like, well, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like it's people around, like they gotta see how cool this shit is. You know, they don't even know who I hang around. Like most people, they try to figure out, oh, who's his friends? Who does he hang around? You know what I'm saying? So May, so it's coming up on a year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Year anniversary.
Time fly, chat.
Crazy.
So last year, May,
Time fly. That's crazy.
that's when it was really like solidified, like, all right, BallHog shit.
Yeah. And it's crazy how much that has traveled. Like any post about Protect, like you'll just see the emojis, the ball and the hog. Like
Yeah, and that was always the point. It's so raw to see because like that was literally the goal from the beginning, like before all this. So like the fact that people do it without even saying nothing is like that was the whole point, you know?
Yeah. Well, tell me, just for the fans who don't know, list out every single member in the collective, just so everyone knows.
Well, shit, it's more than rap, you know. Like it's me, Bruce. You got 7. Money Race, Band Sex, Tamir. He do the clothes. T.
Band Sex. What's that nigga name? Band Sex?
Money Race, Band Sex, Tamir. He do the clothes. T. Gray shoot the videos.
Shout
You
T.
know.
Gray, man.
Sneak was supposed to be here, but you know
Yeah.
he got tied up. In
He's
some
hard,
stuff.
by the way.
Yeah,
Fuck
Sneak
with
is
him, yeah.
crazy. Sneak is crazy. I feel like I'm missing some people, but really like everybody we hang around, everybody you see us with, you know, BallHog and friends, you know. But
Yeah.
Nigga didn't say Brady.
I don't know if you guys are
got
like
it.
actively looking for people to
Hey,
join
you
and
even
stuff,
say
but I'm
Brady.
curious, like, what does it take for someone to kind of join like, the collective?
I heard it already.
Me to answer. I feel like I have an answer for it. It's just like, can't be forced.
yeah, it's not like a set. It's not no like checklist to join or nothing. It's not even like you could join. You know, it's not like a. It was before BallHog. It was already kind of like a thing where we already had our group. So it's like, you know.
It was already set in stone in a way,
Yeah.
like where you carve something into the cement before it dry up.
Yeah.
And after it dry up, you can't really put nothing else into it. So
Feel that. Oh, you never know, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
true. You never know.
Yeah.
Not never say never, but
I'm joining BallHog chat. I'm doing my announcement video soon.
I feel like we got a pretty
Fuck
set
Kai
group.
and
Great starting five.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because Bruce, you're not like an artist per se, but I know you have like made a song. I heard when you and Lucky were on a stream, you played it. Like I said, you're not an artist, but I'm curious, like when like Sneak or like Protect is in the studio, I'm sure you come with sometimes. Do you ever just like give your input or like be like, yo, use this melody or these bars? Or?
Hell no, bro. I hate being in the studio, bro. I genuinely dislike hearing the same things over. Unless it's them, I can sit in the studio, but I never critique their craft because I'm not no rapper. So, like, even when I made that, I'm just like, I'm about to see how fast I can make something. Like, and I just literally made that within a day span.
Yeah.
And it was just so crazy. The bank teller really was blowing my fucking phone up, though. It was annoying.
Yeah?
I swear.
He can do what he want.
Yeah?
For real. If he put his mind to it, he could be a rapper. But I don't think that's what he want to do. But he definitely could do what he want to.
Well, you put out the BallHog for Life project, and I feel like that was like really, really big moment. I saw that on the internet a lot, and it was pretty divisive. You know, there was a lot of people that loved it, a lot of people that like were shitting on it. It was divisive, but I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What do you feel like that project did for you, and like, is it everything you envisioned?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have only good things to say about that project. You know, like the whole point was to set the tone. You know, like that's why it's BallHog for Life. It's a BallHog tag on every song. Like I'm talking about balling. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what it was. That was 2024 for us, bro. It was just balling. Like you see it. We was playing basketball, all that. So, you know, I'm in love with that project, and I really feel like it did what it was supposed to do for everybody involved. You know, not just me. I feel like it set up everybody in a good way. So. I'm very proud of it.
Your beat selection is also like really interesting to me, you know? Like I don't think you've ever had a bad beat.
Yeah, bro. I used to like listen to dubstep and shit as a kid, so like I'm used to listening to beats with no lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life
this nigga was out here listening to Skrillex, my nigga. And he was out here listening to Skrillex x ASAP Rocky Wildin' for Respect. And just like no, bro. No. Anyway.
used to do that, so like
Bro.
beats is just like I know when I hear a good beat like instantly. So
You listen to dubstep, like who like Skrillex and shit like that? Or?
I mean, like, bro, it was this YouTube channel. It was called like Bass Nation or something.
I know what you're
bro,
talking
you
about,
feel what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was niggas like RL Grimes,
Yes.
like, just crazy people. Like, I'm trying to remember their names, but like, yeah, they would just post like some random like beat like every day, and I'm just listening to it on YouTube, like 6th grade.
Those are the days, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. There's also that one song that's like obviously super popular, but like Scary Monsters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's like an anthem, bro.
Skrillex raw as hell. Like.
For sure, bro.
Yo, what up, y'all?
What
Hope
the
you're
fuck?
having fun watching this Bruce
What the fuck?
interview. Quick PSA,
What?
if you watch our channel, you probably make music yourself.
Right?
I am gonna interview.
Like you've had
4 out of 10 snipe, 4 out of 10, 4 out of 10
How'd
snipe,
that
4 out
happen?
of
Like,
10,
did you
4 out
already
of 10.
know him or?
Bro, to be honest, I was just on his beats early, so like I was just like, let me just DM bro, be like, yo, you feel me? What's up with this beat? He just sent it to me, got on it, and then you know when he started getting popular, like I had dropped Babysit around the same time. Everybody started fucking with him, so it just went up together. But yeah.
Hard, you guys still work together to this day or?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I did an interview because I went to London and I interviewed a bunch of the London artists. And one of them was my favorite, Jim Legacy. I asked him, I'm like, what are you listening to right now? And he's like, bro, just Protect, bro. You know? Which is crazy to see how the music travels. So like, what's your thoughts on that? Have you heard his music?
Yeah, I heard his music. He's raw. That's just really cool. It's just love, bro, honestly. Like, the fact that he even felt, you know what I'm saying? Like, he felt good enough about my music to say that on interview. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I fuck with bro.
What do you envision like 5-7 years for the collective? You know, I'm sure you guys have your nights where you just sit and you think and you're like, yo, bro, I imagine we did this and that, you know?
What I envision for it is to show the young black youth they could do anything they put their mind to. And you can also win with your brothers and people around you that's the same color as you. Or if they not, you know. I've had somebody say,
Not bad.
y'all like the Odd Future Wolf Gang of the underground. Like just a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That's
just because everybody got their own swag, you know, there's no, oh, what should I wear? Should I wear this? Should I wear that? Like, everybody come as they are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody believes in God around here. So it's just like we all have a belief and we all have faith in something. So I feel like that'll always prevail.
And what do you feel about the odd feature and like comparison, things like that? Like,
That's crazy as hell. They have Frank Ocean. But
That's true.
I understand that, though. I understand what they mean by the movement shows within the underground and comments and people wanting to hear new music and stuff like that. So I'm proud of them. Honestly, I'm proud of what it's becoming.
I obviously have to ask Bruce, you know, like what has this like hiatus been for the past like time, you know? Like obviously if I didn't ask that, that would be kind of insane. So
This hiatus, bro, has been one of the most eye-opening things I've ever been through. Because this is the most time I've taken away from doing something I love, you know, to get realigned with just life in general and God, to be honest. Because I feel like as you get things that you pray for, you become jaded. And that jaded feeling can lead you astray off of what you're really focused on and what you really started it for. So it's been a real eye-opener. Definitely needed it, but I'm glad that I pushed the collective so hard before taking that hiatus to where they were still able to work and, you know, put me in the spotlight in some type of way while I'm gone.
I mean, you're saying it was really eye-opening. Like what were you doing in that 6 months, like day to day, or like what was memorable?
We went to Hawaii, like
that shit was raw.
just continuously working and keeping my mind busy and active, you know, like just working behind the scenes, just making sure my mental is straight. You know, that's number one, I feel like. And when I'm tunnel vision locked in behind a computer screen, it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of think about myself last when it comes to that because I enjoy making so many people happy. So when it was time to make myself happy, it was just like, how?
Right.
You know, like how can I pour back into myself after pouring into thousands and thousands of people? So
Interesting. But I'm happy for you though.
Nigga
you know?
say he looks
appreciate
more
that.
like
Yeah.
Bruce.
You know, it's correct me if I'm wrong. This is just my thoughts. You guys feel free to chime in. But like, I'm not gonna lie. I know streamers make a lot of money, and you know, a lot of it is you sit behind a camera, and it's like you got to talk to your fans, and it seems easy. But like, I would never, ever, ever in my life want to be a streamer. And I'll tell you why. Is because every single one of your mistakes are like public and criticized, and you have to like, people say like, oh, I'm just being myself, but you have to put on a mask a lot, you know?
yeah, and that's where I feel like I'm very bad at wearing a mask. So you know,
Dude, you kinda are bad at
I can understand
wearing
where
a
you
mask,
come
yeah.
from with that shit. Yeah, I can't wear no mask. Like everything is what you hear is what you get. How you feel is how you feel.
That Kai Cenat nigga be wearing the mask though, but you don't want to talk about that, dude. You don't want to talk about that. We not gonna talk about that. We gotta talk about that. What was the thing I was telling niggas before? Oh yeah, how Kai met Summer's manager. He was like, yeah, I messed with Summer's OD. And then once Summer's manager left, he was like, yo, I never heard Summer's a day in my life. Like that was some cornball high school nigga shit. I was
Feel, you know, but at the same time, though, a lot of people can't take the criticism, and you have to more so learn to take the criticism because you're not always right all the time. As humans, we make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's perfect, but you can't be scared to be who you are in this world. You can't forget who you are neither. I feel like that's a big test to life too. Sometimes you go through an identity crisis or you just have imposter syndrome for a couple months, who knows. And you just more so have to understand like everybody's not gonna like who you are or who you're chosen to be, you know? So some streamers, when they put on the mask, they hate the fact that they gotta wear the mask because they, you know, they wanna be who they are. Instead, you have to appeal to everyone else.
Right. Do you feel like
pull it
you don't
away,
have any more relationships with like these other streamers and you're just like gone, like you forgot about that, that's over with, and you're just solo now?
I don't put anything past any other streamers, or to be honest with you, I just feel like being around people who have genuine love for you and know you for you instead of somebody that they could benefit from, like a transactional relationship, means more, you know? That doesn't mean I never collab with anyone or something like that, but at the same time, though, it's like I did start this by myself. I had to take a step back and look like, okay, you don't got to go sour on the world,
Yeah.
you know?
Is there still even an
That's
interest
growth.
for you to now come back and
growth.
stream consistently?
Bro, I've been missing, bro. You know how hard it'd
Yeah?
be for me to not go down there and want to start up a stream? It's so easy, but Like if I'm not all the way there, I'm not gonna half-ass anything. Like my energy, I'm not gonna half-ass it. I'm not gonna get on camera and fake it and just be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the best I've ever been. Nigga, you know how hard this life shit gets sometimes, even when you got everything. But that's what I've been taking the time to do. So I'm just always, every day, missing it crazy. Every single day. Because it's what I love. It's all I know.
When do you think is going to be the time when you go back to streaming? Like, do you have a set date in mind, or?
Every time I set a date in my mind, the date comes and I'm just like, yeah, bro, you know, don't set a date. But
Damn,
it's very soon.
The day Bruce comes back, it's going to break the internet. He said it's very soon. Is he about to come back?
This year for sure.
I'm going to put myself in your shoes for a sec. I just feel like when you do stream, at the end of the day, you do kind of have to work with the algorithm in the sense where, like, if you don't post for a long time, you're going to be a bit scared, like, oh, is everyone going to come back and still watch me? Have you ever had that thought?
Bro, to be honest with you, when I left, I didn't expect people to even care because it was about me. But then when I started seeing the support from just my community, that I more so forgot that they grew up with me as well. So it's like they're missing their internet, you know what I'm saying, big brother in a way. Like I get DMs like, bro, I miss you. Like,
I don't jack it out.
you know what I'm saying? Like, gone, for real. So I never thought like, oh, will I have anything or any worry. I never had any worry of that nature because this is what I was just chosen to do.
When all the messy shit was going on in Protect, did you ever like hit Bruce and like give him some sort of advice on what you think you should do?
Yeah, I mean, me and Bruce, we talk about, I mean, all of us, we talk about, you know, what's going on in all of our lives. So yeah, for sure, it was definitely, you know, giving him my 2 cents on where we both felt it was needed.
If you guys like swap careers for like a week, like who do you think would be better?
I'm
Kidding, and just be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna be no good streamer. They not gonna fuck with me. I start streaming, so I think he gonna win in terms of who gonna do better.
Nah, because if I got to rap, I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna go on stage and just face plant crazy. I don't know. Shit might be hard though.
So who are the content creators in 2025 that you guys watch?
Brady Goo.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
The goo.
Like,
This nigga
I'm
look,
really.
yo, this nigga looked crazy. Yo, this nigga look crazy right here. This is a crazy screenshot, gang.
Honestly speaking, when I took time
That's
away,
the
I
goal.
really was looking for inspiration, but then I just had to watch my old stuff.
For real?
I swear.
You couldn't find it elsewhere?
No. Because everybody's doing the same thing. You don't want to trend hop every month or, you know what I'm saying, do what everybody else is doing. I feel like content creation, kind of everything gets saturated, but
Yep.
saturated to a point where it's just like, it's not cool to be yourself anymore. People don't know how to be themselves, so.
I feel like, Bruce, you were like one of the first, if not the first, to kind of introduce like the underground scene to streaming. Like that might be a bold take. I don't know if you agree.
You feel like that?
I think so. I think like, and I'm not even talking about like 2020. I'm saying before that, like Lucky and just like those artists, you know? Because
I always tell y'all this. Every time we talk about BRUCEDROPEMOFF, I always tell y'all this. BRUCEDROPEMOFF is the reason why 90% of the streaming community listens to Baby Smooth. The niggas that are tapped in with Smooth, that also tapped in with the streaming culture. Bruce is the reason why they listen to Smooth. He's the reason why they listen to Candy Paint, why they listen to Lucky, like a lot of those underground artists. Like he's put on so many people to a lot of underground artists. So I do agree with the take that KTO is saying. I completely agree.
underground goes like back, right?
Yeah. Lucky, Young Bands.
Yeah, young bands.
I was on it pretty hit. Like, that's my life. Like, I grew up on that. Like, that's always going to be a part of me. So, I mean, a lot of people tell...
Yo, Ree, word of bro, I didn't see it. Next time, please DM me personally, bro. Please. Or, like, do something else. I dead didn't see it, bro. I'm tight. I'm a week late. I'm tight.
me that. So if they telling me that, then it must be true.
What's the word, though, Ree?
You know? So, I take pride in that for sure. Definitely.
I know you're kind of talking about trends, but the big trend now is like so easy, bro. If you just get an artist on your stream, like you're gonna go, you know? Why were you doing that at first, like starting off getting these like underground rappers on your stream? But like even like talking about it or reacting to, you know, like.
Yeah. I mean, genuinely, because I like it. Like, I have to genuinely like something, like, or genuinely have a connection with somebody to even want them to be a part of what I have going on too. Like, it's like the energy has to be there. You know, I just can't fake it. Be like, oh yeah, I fuck with your shit, bro.
But that's what it is
Pull
today,
up.
is what I'm saying. You know?
Like, yeah, bro, I fuck with your shit. Pull up.
Yeah,
Stream. Never talk to the nigga again.
that's what I'm saying.
Or her again.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, because I remember watching this one stream, and I don't watch streams, but I just had a feel like I just saw this on Twitter. I was like, let me check it out. It was like Jack Doherty, you know, like you know Jack Doherty, right?
Yeah. I seen him.
Yeah. I don't like watching his videos. It was him, and he had like Rich the Kid on, right? And immediately I'm like, I already know this is gonna be so awkward, and like, what the fuck does Rich the Kid know about this like streamer, right? And it was the worst stream ever. You could tell he hated Jack Doherty, and I was like, I hate these like forced
He shitting
streamer
on that
collabs,
nigga.
you know?
Hey man,
He just pooped on
it
him.
be like that. It really do. It really do be like there's nothing else. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know. It's crazy times we live in, bro.
I know, it's kind of sad because I think there's just a dude at a label who sees the artist and the streamer, and they're like, yo, let's get him on, bro. Like, let's
Oh
get
yeah,
him.
so you know
I know
like,
everything, yeah. You know, I know exactly how that played out. And even like with the whole, like, we can glance over it, like the Cardi and Aiden thing, like, I'm being honest, like, you know, a lot of it is not like, yo, I'm actually friends with you, let me bring you on, you know? But do you feel like that kind of needs to change?
If a nigga pulled up to my stream wearing this,
A
bro,
lot of it is not.
this is crazy. I would have kicked Cardi out myself. Yo, what? What is this? This Kanye fault. This gotta be Ye fault. I'm glad he don't fuck with Ye no more. This gotta be Ye's fault. What is this, bro?
Not like, yo, I'm actually
ass
friends with you, let
move.
me bring you on, you know? But do you feel like that kind of needs to change?
I mean, in a way, it never will. You know, if that's, I feel like in a way,
WH
the rap game industry kind of intruded the streaming game industry, so
Yeah.
that fakeness kind of rubbed off a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's never a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. You know, it's transactional, like
Yes.
I said earlier. So it works for one person, it may not work for the other person, or it may work for both. And at the end of the day, it's just however they see it.
It was really interesting to see like the Lucky friendship. Like we got to see it on YouTube, you know? So I was gonna ask, have you introduced Lucky to someone like Protector, you know?
Nah, not as a. I never thought about it, you know, because like I feel like in a way it'll just happen if it's meant to happen, you know. But me and I still DM Lucky, like we still talk, so it's like
Protect
it's
itching for that.
just
He's
so
like, I need
funny,
that.
like just coming up with him, you know what I'm saying, and still having that genuine connection. Like I sent him a picture of the same watch we got, and then he sent me a voice memo, bro. You need to stream. I'm finna drop some hard shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Yo,
Is there any music Protector?
If Bruce comes back when Lucky drops his album again, it's gonna break the internet. It's gonna break the internet.
That you put on, that you put Bruce onto, that he really fuck with?
I can't think off the top of my head, but we be like switching aux and shit. So
Yeah.
I might play some shit he fuck with, vice versa. Like he put me on Rack Baby OD. So
Okay.
that's like an example of just like
Yeah, he's hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro,
Baby's
you raw.
stupid
So
hard.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just back and forth type.
I ain't gonna lie. For real. I really be playing like rock and stuff like that. Pop type shit. Like, you know, like Snow Strippers.
Oh yeah. Snow Tripper's hard. Yeah.
Shit like that be cool. It's kind of like EDM music.
Yeah. EDM. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with rock music as well. Hell yeah, like that's what all I've been playing really like the last like 2 weeks is just like my playlist with just like different bands in there.
Like what kind of bands?
Radiohead,
Okay.
the Sundays I was listening to, American football is hard. It's so much, like it's so many different bands,
American
but
football,
Radiohead
yeah.
definitely stick out so far. Like right now, it's my number one.
You know, we've been talking about your relationship with like music and stuff a lot, but just like outside of that, what do you guys do together like for fun, you know?
Play basketball, shop, just bro shit.
Literally, bro, just like being each other's company, like you know, just like anything that you do by yourself, like tag along, like get something to eat, bring your mans, you know.
What's the unanimous spot you guys are going to eat, like, and like you guys will all like it, you know?
Canes.
I knew you gonna say that. I hate
Yo,
admitting it.
Miami, that was bad, bro. We was there like like I'm not gonna lie, we probably had Canes like 6 times. We was there like 3 days.
Really, it's not that good.
Nah, but in Miami it was that good.
Bro, like
All they got is the sauce. That's about it, bro.
if nobody can't think, bro, we going to Canes.
Yeah, that
Really?
ass
I
up.
remember one time, bro, I got the receipt or the check, and that shit said almost $200.
How is that even possible?
Ain't that combo?
I'm telling you.
Substitute that coleslaw with an extra toast.
Oh,
That
okay,
shit gonna
okay.
run it up a little bit.
Yeah. The toast is good. I'll say
So
that.
good.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's our go-to spot.
Interesting. I do want to ask, you guys mentioned like playing basketball, like that's a big theme in BallHog, obviously. I know, Protect, you envision when you were growing up like sitting courtside one day, you know?
Yeah.
Is that still like a dream for you? Do you see that happening?
Yeah, I still haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So big dream, like big dream.
We on that one soon.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the one game that you would want to go to? Like what team?
I gotta see LeBron play before I retire, like mandatory. I never seen like any like big superstar play like in person yet, so definitely gotta catch LeBron before he go.
And that
I
nigga
definitely
from Buffalo too.
could
So he ain't
envision
even
one
seen
day,
Melo
like, you
for
know,
real.
like, yeah, it'll say like Protect, it'll say like artist.
I appreciate that.
You
bro.
know?
That's wrong. I appreciate that.
You mentioned playing 2K and you love basketball and it's called BallHog. What do you guys think was like the best 2K player that wasn't like a star? You know what I mean?
Like
So don't like not like, oh,
2K14 Gerald Green, 2K13 Thabo Cephalosha, who else? 2K14 Gerald Green is literally one of the greatest players of all time. I'm not gonna lie. 2K12 Shannon Brown. Nah, what? Come on.
99 LeBron James or something.
Oh, okay.
But like that one player you played with,
okay,
and
I
you're
see
like,
what you're
yo,
saying.
he's just so like, how is he so good? He's hacked.
damn, bro.
Rudy Gay, bro.
Rudy Gay for sure, bro.
Unfair, bro.
Damn, Danny Green. Or nah, not
Is it
Danny
Jeremy
Green.
Lamb? Yeah, on OKC. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, bro.
But Rudy Gay's shot just been so pure since 2K15, though. Bro.
Gerald Green too, Rockets. Gerald Green.
Oh,
Stupid.
dude,
Jordan
he was dunk-
Clarkson,
Any
yeah.
player that can dunk and shoot.
Yeah,
is
you know what I'm saying.
Kevin Martin was crazy in 2Ks, too.
Yeah, he's alright. Yeah. I would say the
Nigga-
best one,
nigga downgraded
underrated
that
one, bro.
bitch. He's
Jameer
alright, he's
Nelson,
alright.
bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
He was
Andrew
literally
Wiggins?
dunking. Yeah, they were dunking when, yeah.
I was just shooting greens with him every single shot, bro. Jameer Nelson, and he had that form, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Evan Fournier.
Oh, and
Bro, yeah,
Chief, bro.
2K17, his shit was green. I remember.
What do you guys think was the best 2K though?
Don't
There's
say
gotta be
17.
one
17.
answer. Nah.
You got
2K.
17?
I got 2K17.
There's one answer to
Damn.
this.
2K17 didn't even work. What are we talking about, bro? They tried to host a Park After Dark party with Snoop Dogg, and it didn't even work, gang. The Paul George loading screen lasted 17 minutes. Gang, what are we talking about right now? 2K16 is the greatest 2K all the time, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all have to stop.
What you picking? 16?
Either one of them.
My favorite 19, bro. I'm not even
What?
gonna front. 19
That's what
my
I'm
favorite.
saying.
It's
Everybody
hands
always say
down 11, bro.
Oh, yeah, 11
you going
heavy.
Back,
Oh,
back.
yeah.
11 heavy.
Nah, 11 wrong. 11 wrong.
They had this
11
one
is
mode.
heavy.
It was called like situation or something, and you can pretty much set up like a situation like, okay, I'm LeBron James and there's a minute left, and I'm against this team. You know, you could set up situations.
I remember that. That was pain.
Yeah, you guys got to go back on that. That was the best one.
Well,
for
you
sure.
going back, I'm going to have to say 15 then.
Okay.
Oh, you got 15.
Yeah.
2K15, that's where it started. Like,
Yeah.
everything.
Dead ass, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a staple 2K.
Would you guys say that's like your favorite game, like of all time? Is
Hell
just
no,
2K?
not no more.
Nah, of all time,
shit
nah.
weak.
Yeah.
Weak sauce.
For me, I got Skyrim and The Last of Us. Those like
Skyrim
my
is
two
pain.
like favorite. And what is it? Ultimate Alliance, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. I think it's the one where like you could like pick like 4 different heroes and like fight. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was like for the PlayStation 2. That shit was raw.
Some good picks.
I don't know what I would say. I had to say Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1.
I started playing that shit on the Wii, bro. So I gotta say Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Black Ops on the Wii?
Halo.
Okay. If you had an Xbox, your answer is going to be Halo for sure. No, I feel that. You mentioned playing basketball a lot, right? I've seen like little clips of you guys play here and there. Can't really tell like how good you are. Let's just say like you versus Bruce in like a 1v1 up to 7. Just honestly, you know, who do you guys think would win?
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
done beat multiple people in this room in a 1v1. I've never played.
Yeah, that, we have never, we have
No,
never
I'm not
played.
capping, really?
We have never played.
I would say I'm not even.
one-on-one. Like a little bit,
It was like,
like fake though. Like
yeah, it
two,
was
like
like
2 points,
line-
3 points.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But
we gotta play.
we do gotta play.
I'm gonna answer that. We gotta play.
We haven't
Yeah.
played 1-on-1 yet.
Ever?
No,
You're kidding, bro.
I swear it was a point in time when we was in Atlanta hooping every single day. 1-on-1s.
Bro.
He was nowhere to be found.
What did you try to say? I was done.
He was dead ducking. Hey, yo, cow.
No, you gonna get a 1v1 then now.
Yeah,
For sure.
I went on a little winning streak too, so
What do you think your like playing style is, Bruce? Like if you could compare it to like an NBA player.
I'm
Nah,
so
be
in and out of,
honest.
like,
And just be realistic. Don't be like
I'm a
LeBron or
3 and
something.
D ass nigga, bro.
Okay.
Like,
for real.
I swear.
Like a Mikal Bridges.
Nah, he definitely 3D.
Nah,
yeah.
in some moments though, something just happened. Like my like Mike shoes just activated. You feel me? And I just can't miss.
Nah, you really not lying.
I
though.
done had games where I literally just sparked shit. Like,
Talk about you. Who's like your player like comparison?
Damn, bruh.
Protect is nice
Shit,
though.
in my
Shaq,
head,
for
I feel
real.
like I play like Tyrese Maxey, but
Okay.
on camera it might look a little different. But that's who I'm trying to like. You feel me? Be when I'm on the court, Tyrese Maxey.
Okay. I can see that. Hey man, I appreciate you guys, man. Super cool to sit down with you. Obviously there's the streaming stuff that I've always watched and stuff, but I just feel like the next kind of chapter is like the music, you know? And you guys are like literally just starting, bro. Like it's like the first year or so, you said. So I want to see how this like progresses forward. I see big things for you guys, you know?
appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So I guess last thing is just like, what's kind of your message for the youth, you know?
To the youth, man, really be yourself. I'm not gonna lie. Being yourself is probably like the most important thing that you could do. And like everybody say that, I feel like, but like truly though, because if you get somewhere not being yourself, you're gonna end up getting lost because that's not, you wasn't really supposed to be there. That's not you, you know? So whatever you do, just be yourself within it, and then the universe will let you know if you're supposed to be doing that or not.
You say be yourself, that's facts. Also find yourself as well. Find yourself before you become yourself. Then once you become yourself, just be smart.
And I feel like the only way you find yourself and realize who you are is putting your faith in God. I can honestly say that. And anything that you believe, you gotta have faith in something that you believe. So I say one thing, always have faith in something. Because if you don't have faith, then you're gonna fall for anything. So be yourself, find yourself. And if it's hard for you to find yourself, look to God.
Ignore them haters too.
Ignore the
Oh
haters.
yeah.
Yeah, hate don't mean nothing. Hate just mean doing
Chase.
something right.
Nah, imagine.
Everybody got a
Should I
hate.
chase-
For real. Everybody got haters. Shit, even janitors. Some niggas don't like how janitors clean toilets. What can they do? The toilet still get clean.
That's a good point.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, I feel y'all, man. Well, I appreciate you guys, and
W interview, man. W interview. Hopefully they come back soon, man. I don't think they're gonna come back. In terms of streaming, I don't think Bruce is gonna come back no time soon. Seeing that, you know what I'm saying, they just did the interview and all that. But if he comes back on like the type time when Lucky drops, to the movie theaters. I'm not gonna lie, but bro.